There was a time when life felt much easier, back when I didn't believe in ghosts. I had been desperately searching for work, just anything to support my family. Finally, I landed a job as a night shift receptionist at a small hotel. Now, I never liked the idea of working nights, but I couldn't afford to be picky. The job itself wasn't complicated. Mostly sitting in front of a computer, pretending to stay busy while fighting to keep my eyes open. The only real challenge was the silence and the loneliness. You see, this hotel was small, tucked away in a remote spot along with highway. During the day, it seemed ordinary enough. But at night, when everything outside turned pitch black and frighteningly quiet, I could feel my chest tighten. The lobby was brightly lit, but the silence outside was suffocating. And since I was the only staff member on duty during night hours, there was nobody to talk to. Sure, the guests upstairs were probably asleep in their rooms, but that didn't make me feel any less isolated. Occasionally, a late family would check in around 4 or 5 a.m., and greeting them would put a temporary smile on my face. But as soon as they disappeared into their rooms, the silence would swallow me again. I just stared at the clock, counting down the minutes until 7 a.m. when I could finally go home. But from my very first shift, something about this hotel felt off. As soon as I sat at the reception desk, I had the unsettling sensation of being watched. Let me describe the layout for you. The main entrance had large, semi-transparent glass doors. I locked them the moment the day staff left, since the hotel sat in such a remote location. A small seating area with a sofa and magazines sat just a few steps inside. On one side of the hallway was the cramped breakfast room, and on the other side, a long passage leading to the indoor pool. The pool corridor was especially airy, bare walls, no decorations, and only dim lighting that barely touched the farcomers. On my third or fourth night, around 3 or 4 a.m., exhaustion finally caught up with me. I dozed off at the desk. Then suddenly, ding, the doorbell rang. I jolted awake and rushed to the entrance. My hands fumbled through the keys as I peered through the glass. But no one was there. I stood there, scanning the darkness outside. Nothing. No steps. No movement. Just silence. I told myself someone must have gone impatient and left. But deep down, it didn't feel that simple. I scolded myself for falling asleep on duty, made a strong coffee and swore I would stay alert for the rest of the night. But the bell rang again. I sprinted to the door, heart pounding, and again. No one. Nobody outside. No cars in the parking lot, nothing but the pitch black highway stretching endlessly into the night. After that, the feeling of being watched never left. A week later, I had adjusted to the sleepless routine, and my manager even praised my performance. And instead of a bonus, he gave me extra responsibilities. One of them was to tidy up the pool area after setting the breakfast tables. That's when I realized something no one had warned me about. The swimming pool hall was the darkest part of the entire hotel. 4 dim bulbs hung uselessly in each corner, barely illuminating anything. The space was massive, and the poor lighting made the walls seem even farther away. Every step I took echoed strangely, as if the room itself was alive. And that's when things really started to get disturbing. That's the end of the part 1 of the hotel night shift. Part 2 will be out soon.